Well, we've kind of been in the adjustment business all year. we we have not had a single practice or game with kind of what was projected as our starting lineup. So we'll just adjust again. I mean, when you lose Tiff, you lose a couple things. I mean, she's a very good 3-point shooter. She is someone who can get to the front of the rim and put foul pressure on people. And she's as good a perimeter defender one-on-one, maybe, as there is in the league. So you're not just going to plug somebody in and say, go be Tiff. That's not how it works. And so we'll try to adjust and make up for her loss with a group of people. And the one thing this team has done really well is adjusted to personnel changes, and it's been the thing that's been interesting really has been at first we didn't have Cheyenne, who's a post. Well, then we didn't have Chennedy, who's a point guard. Now we don't have Tiff, who's a wing. So it's not like it's just one position that these players have had to adjust to multiple positions being out and how we have to adjust offensively and defensively. And frankly, they've done an awesome job on offense. We just need to keep getting a little better on defense. Yeah, sure. I mean, I think Odyssey's played fabulous the last several games. And so part of that was just getting used to her teammates, right? We talked about that from the beginning of the year, that we had a lot of new parts, a lot of moving parts, and that they'd have to develop synergy with one another. And I think Odyssey's done a great job of that. One of the things that Odyssey does very well that I think people don't give her enough credit for is she's really a good defender. And so she can take up a lot of that on ball, lockdown kind of defensive presence that we lose when Tiff's out. Okay. And then offensively, it gives us a lineup where we're probably going to have 2 point guards on the floor a lot of the time. And so it adds an additional ball handler. It adds an additional person to make reads, different reads than Tiff makes when they're in ball screening action. So again, O's done a great job. And the thing that this team has done really well, different people have stepped up at different times. We played whatever we played, 6 games, I guess, without Chennedy, right? The last 2, we scored 194 points, in the 2 games with Washington. So, players have stepped up in the absence of injured people. And it's not ideal. It's not what you would want, but it's what we have. And so I'm confident that people will step up and people will adjust. And a lot of it will be done on the fly. A lot of it you've got to get a feel for in the game and do it on the fly.
Hi, Cheyenne. I'm calling from Chicago. First, I just wanted to thank you for a lot of great years here. We really appreciate everything you did. Along those lines, how weird was it, or how strange, or how long did it take you to get used to putting on a different uniform after so many years with the Sky?
It was very different. Can't even say it enough how different it was just to wear red and not wear the normal sky blue. I've been there for 6 seasons, and it felt like like college. You just spend so much time somewhere, so it just really feels like home. So the change, the adjustment has been very different, but I'm so happy here that it's definitely helped with me transitioning here and feeling at home. For me, I've been just kind of enjoying the transition. Like, obviously I had to move, I had a place in Chicago, so I basically moved everything. So right now I'm just transitioning and making a home out of Atlanta. So that's what I've been really enjoying, is just making a home out of Atlanta and the transition of it all. It's feeling good, coming off of COVID. It was really tough just getting my wind and my physical conditioning, and I'm still working on it. It's something that will take me a couple of weeks to really be at 100%, but I can say that I feel so much better, and I'm just so happy to be back out there on the floor, just getting my rhythm and my feel back. So I'm taking it one day at a time, try to get better. When I have the time to get extra work, I do. And we've just taken it one day at a time, one game at a time.
John Wroblewski, go ahead.
Hi, thank you for your time. What do you think was the biggest thing you learned last season and that you're taking into this season?
The biggest thing that I probably learned was just to watch myself and watch film and watch the WNBA. You know, even if, you know, maybe I don't feel like it or, hey, I had a game last night, I'm tired. Even if it's another game coming on late, I'm still trying to watch other players' tendencies. But when they run across me, I know what they can do, and I'm always looking ahead. That was the biggest thing I took away from being in the bubble. I spent a lot of my free time watching film and just watching basketball games in general. So that's what I learned, to really pay attention and then use it when you go out there and play. I have no date. The elbow's feeling good. Feeling good. That's all I can say about it right now. It's feeling good. I like it. It's definitely different from where I was born and raised, Dallas, Texas. So it's definitely has the culture sense of feeling here. And I love that. I love the food here, of course. We got a lot of nice soul food places, a lot of nice barbecue places, lounges that are, you know, pretty available that you can go to and get some great food too. So I'm really just liking, I guess I could say the fast pace. I like my favorite part is just driving on the freeways. I'm used to having freeways with like 3 lanes, like not really a lot of space. Coming to Atlanta, it was a pretty big city, so I was able to like drive pretty fast and get around and speed a little bit. So I like that fast pace kind of style here.